Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei. Today we're going to be talking about Ludwig, or I guess Mogul Mail. This is not Ludwig. Anyways, if you didn't know already, Ludwig posted a tweet saying that he had a crazy idea for an event. If there are any speedrunners who want to be a part of it, hit me up. Meaning that he was hosting a speedrunning tournament, speedrunning event, something along those lines. Which ended up being this, okay? He announced a bunch of players to be in it, etc., etc. I thought that was pretty cool. I gave it a little like. I was like, good job, Ludwig. Seems cool. Great. If you see the title of this video, you see there was a drama. I only found out about this like yesterday or 2 days ago because one of my friends told me about it. Ludwig may have accidentally messed up a little bit in the posting of this roster where he, didn't include any women or anyone who is, okay, well, aside from Liam, anyone who isn't a white dude, which I didn't think was that big of a deal. You know, I assumed with Ludwig, he always will find some representation around the place. He's been around for so long. He typically has that covered. He's done a couple of events, if you haven't noticed in the past. He usually has a pretty good track record of these things, but Twitter did not agree. Who's surprised, really, honestly? Twitter was not in agreement. They kind of dogged on him because of, the lack of women representation, even the lack of, black or etc. representation. And, it's a fair concern, okay? If you don't know who Ludwig is, if you're just looking at face value, it's a fair concern seeing this roster. But that was not it. That was not it. Because there was a second thing that people love to complain about, which is just the roster in general. You know, when Ludwig posted this tweet, or when he tweeted this, rather, some people got the impression that this roster for this event was going to be exclusively people from this tweet, which makes no sense, obviously. Ludwig is a massive creator. If he's hosting an event, a big event, he wants to have viewership brought to the event, and Ludwig by himself, unfortunately, does not have enough pull to cover however much cost there is for running an event. That is just a basic understanding maybe that I have because I host events, obviously, but maybe some people don't have that experience. Regardless, it makes sense that he would want to bring in some of his friends. Now, when I initially saw this, I was like, I recognize, some of these people, most of whom are speedrun adjacent creators, like Ludwig mentioned in this video over here. But in terms of core speedrunners, the representation that I recognized could have been a bit more. In particular, the thing I thought was lacking was Minecraft, because if I pull up this, obviously I don't expect Ludwig to know about MCSR ranked, but Minecraft speedrunning has been such a big factor in the popularization of speedrunning in general, and to have no representation, okay, I'm sure some of these people have speedrun Minecraft before, I know Simply I think has at least, but no direct representation is a little crazy. You have you have Mario speedrunners, you have like Zelda speedrunners, you have Wirchel who does Track Mania or whatever, and you have a bunch of other speedrunners. I don't know everyone super well, but I'm sure there is representation across the board. There's even multiple Mario speedrunners, which makes sense, and probably multiple other game speedrunners as well, which also makes sense. But no Minecraft. When on this tweet, I tweeted, obviously good amount of likes, but I'm sure Ludwig didn't see it. But more specifically, Feinberg, who is probably the #1 vouched for representative of speedrunning, he's like the #1 leading speedrunner in Minecraft, gets 1,000 likes, and he doesn't get invited. I checked, by the way, I asked both Fine and Curry, unless they're not allowed to tell me. I asked if they heard anything, they said no. That's kind of crazy. Now, obviously, this is a Ludwig choice. Is this a problem? Debatable. I think it's a very big missed opportunity to have no Minecraft rep in this in this speedrun-centered tournament. I think it's, definitely a missed opportunity. I don't think it's necessarily something that, people should riot about, but definitely unfortunate. If there are spots remaining and Ludwig sees this, please invite Feinberg or Curryway. You've literally made content with this guy before in the past. I don't know if you remember him. But Curryway, very cool, and probably the second leading speedrun representation for Minecraft. Sick, great guy, would be fantastic to have at this event. Put him in. like genuinely, like he's fantastic. Same with Feinberg, as long as they're both available, of course. Both are fantastic, and I think super deserving of a spot to be in. I'm using their Twitch tracker to showcase that they bring viewers. 1,000 viewers. If Feinberg in your event is pulling like 1,500, and Curry Way, he would maybe get close to 1,000 too. If there's a sole Minecraft rep, the whole Minecraft community is watching them. Okay, Ludwig, I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Good viewership, okay? I know maybe 1,000 isn't too big of a number for you, but you know, 1 out of 50 people pulling like 1,000 is pretty good. It's pretty good. Anyways, that is my main thoughts on this. Also, to clear things up a little bit, I don't know how much I really addressed about this whole drama. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, and then it turned out to be a pretty big deal. Ludwig addressed the whole thing relatively well, I'd say, in this. I watched it on a different account, so, you know, whatever. Anyways, he did a good job addressing it. He kind of covered his bases, I think, in terms of what people had in terms of concerns, and his view and how he handled the things, you know, I think is pretty good. And also, something that he pointed out in the video is that there's actually people from this announcement and others who he did get from the tweet, because people thought it was just his friends, because, I mean, you know, for some reason, the speedrunning community doesn't associate popularity with speedrunning. Ludwig mentioned gatekeeping. It does kind of feel like that. It feels like you can't be a big streamer and a speedrunner at the same time, according to some people, which is kind of ridiculous. Are people not supposed to be popular from speedrunning? I don't know. I don't understand. Anyways, yeah. There's a couple people who were invited based on this tweet. Some people you may be familiar with if you watched Block Wars, because both Lil Aggie and Astral Spiff were invited to this tournament because of the tweet. Both of them played in the most recent Block Wars Rookies event. And yeah, I think, honestly, I'm excited for this event. Anything Ludwig puts on is typically, you know, very impressive. I think for someone who is just a streamer at heart and experience or getting experience with hosting tournaments from, you know, a route of speedrunning, or sorry, streaming, is very impressive. And I'm curious to see how it'll turn out. He mentions in the video too that this event, you know, it sucks that the main popularity for this event is the negative side of things on Twitter, but that there's actually stuff to come that's very cool, and it'll be interesting to see. It'll be very interesting to see. Hello ads. Very interested to see how this turns out. Anyways, these are my thoughts on this. Hopefully, it's not too much of a rambling session. I just thought that this was a very cool event with an unfortunate lack for Minecrafters. Someone else who you could mention for Minecraft is Smallant. I assume he probably got asked and wasn't available, because, let's keep it real, if Smant was in the event, he would have probably been in this picture of 20 people, because he's huge. So I assume he wasn't available, possibly. But yeah. Anyways, enough talk about Mogul Mail or Ludwig or whatever. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah. Unfortunate, no Feinberg, no Curryway, no Smallant. But maybe someone. If there's room, please, somebody from Minecraft would be fantastic. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.